You know what's so funny? I think the best acquisition that Brian Cashman got at the trade deadline was the right fielder from the White Sox that finished the game tonight, because the Yankees sleptwalked their way through the Bronx and they were completely zombified tonight, and their bullpen looks like they're completely lost because their manager, Aaron Baboon Bubbles, doesn't have any semblance of regularity in their bullpen. And yeah, I just said that on this show. What's going on?
And the payoff. Line drive into center field. It is a base hit. 2 runs will score. Baez will go to third. It's a 2-run single for Leiter Jr. Driven deep into right center field. And that ball is into the Yankee bullpen. A 2-run home run for Green. And it's 5-0 Tigers.
Good evening and welcome to another installment of the New York Minute Sports Show. The Yankees are a no-show and get blown out again at home. I've got highlights. I've got Aaron Boone's postgame press conference. It's New York Minute Sports. It's New York sports for New York nuts. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Let's go!
It's New York Minute Sports. It's New York Sports Talk with Sports Nuts. Don't forget to follow us on Spotify and YouTube.
Well, there you have it, folks. You know the Yankees have a problem when my opening has more life and more energy than the whole team combined. Hey, Yankees, what's the excuse tonight? Did you get in at 4 o'clock? Did you guys take a plane flight somewhere that we didn't know about last night for an excuse to be soft, for an excuse to sleepwalk through another game against the Detroit Tigers? This is what happens to the New York Yankees when they see anybody above their talent level in Major League Baseball. They fold, they crumble. It's not the starting pitching, it's the bullpen now. And Aaron Baboon Bubbles Buffoon, even you can't blame him because the players were a no-show. Everybody's to blame tonight. When your team is completely designed around the home run and strikeouts, you're going to lose games in clips. The Yankees' offense is nowhere to be found right now. Trent Grisham, Jazz Chisholm, and where is our captain, Aaron Judge? I mean, I keep hearing that this guy is the best hitter in baseball. Yeah, maybe in the first 3 months. Leiter Jr. ate our lunch in the last 2 games, a guy we let walk out the door for $11 million. And you know what? Jazz Chisholm hasn't even been present in the last 2 games. And you know what? It's just not Jazz. It's all of the New York Yankees. Carlos Rodón did his part tonight, and then Aaron Boone goes out of his way to put Leiter Jr. back in the game. After the outing he had last night, he puts him into a situation. The balk with Wells was very weird. What happened was when Leiter Jr. was pitching the ball, he was bouncing his breaking ball. It went up into Wells' padding, and in Major League Baseball, if the catcher doesn't have his padding directly across his body, that's interference. The ball goes up there. That's a balk. Moves the runners to second and third. And then it's kind of crazy. I know I'm talking shit about Leiter Jr., but if you look right before Boone took him out, his sinker was finally working. Then Boone goes to Duvall, who hasn't pitched in a dog's age. He gets out of that inning, but then the floodgates open. And boy, was it bad. Even Tim Hill got touched tonight. Then he brings Luke Weaver in during the 9th inning. I don't know what's going on. These matchups are not working out. You know what? I hate to drone on about being a Yankee fan from the 90s, man, but you knew exactly what the batting order was going to be every night, and you knew exactly who the 7, 8, 9 pitchers were going to be and the lefty specialists. It didn't really deviate from the 7, 8, 9 guys that we had. The Yankees, it's a different guy every night. The baseball is a rhythm sport. There's 162 games. It's a marathon, not a sprint. And Boone's talking about getting guys work. Hey, Boone, are you 15 games up in first place? where you have the luxury of giving Mark Leiter Jr. reps against the first place team in the Central and a team that we could be seeing in the playoffs. The Detroit Tigers are a good team, Aaron Boone. This isn't the Nationals. This isn't the White Sox where we can play bully ball the whole time and the Yankees have confidence because they know that they can pull it out. The Yankees play these games against better teams not to lose. There's a major difference in playing to win and playing not to lose, and the Yankees are playing not to lose. The whole team offensively is cold right now. The bullpen cannot find the plate with a compass, and the Detroit Tigers are another pesky team. Do you see a reoccurring theme here? The teams that the Yankees struggle against get the ball in play, they work at bats, and they make the Yankees field the ball. Look at Cody Bellinger. This is what I'm talking about. In the 8th inning, the Gremlins come out, and everyone starts getting tight on this team. That does not bode well for a good postseason team, my friends. If you think that they're going to... And this throw-in from Trent Grisham tonight, by the way, when he was lackadaisical and the guy tagged up from first base on a foul ball, that's the kind of shit I'm talking about. Mentally and physically checking out of games in the middle of them. Like when they see the score get to about 4 runs, I think they start thinking about their dinner reservations in Manhattan that night. Because the Yankees, you know what? Bad baseball can make a team look like they have no life, but I can see the difference. This team goes into trance mode. They go into Zombo mode, okay? They go like they're in an outer body experience and they can't do anything. Rosario and Caballero look good. I like that left side of the infield tonight. Volpe didn't start, which was a turn in the right direction, which actually seems like the news and the vitriol from the fans about Anthony Volpe every day on sports radio and social media is finally getting to Aaron Boone, because I think that Brian Cashman is theoretically putting a gun to Aaron Boone's head to play Anthony Volpe every day, because like I've said before on this show, Brian Cashman's ego is not his amigo, and he does not like to wave the flag of defeat, especially when it comes to his positional prospects, because he has gotten shit his whole career for not developing positional players. So Anthony Volpe sat tonight, and it didn't make a difference. These guys, I think, gave up 22 to 23 runs in the last 2 games. Let's go through the box score of the bullpen. Carlos Rodón, good start. 0 complaints from Carlos Rodón. Gave us 100 pitches again, 6 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, 6 strikeouts, low walks again, good control, no problems. Then Mark Leiter Jr., he gives up the earned run, but it wasn't a bad thing, because it really wasn't his fault, because it moved the runners over in the balk. And that's when I thought Mark Leiter Jr. started to look good in that at bat. And then Boone pulls him. Duvall comes in, gives up 3 earned runs, 3 hits. Now we know why the San Francisco Giants gave him away. Tim Hill, a quarter innings pitch. He's getting hit a lot. I don't know what's going on. What I think is my most educated guess that I can give you is that Aaron Boone is mismanaging the bullpen, and that these guys don't know when they're going to pitch. They don't know what their role is in the bullpen. The only role that is solidified in the bullpen is Bednar is the closer right now. 6, 7, and 8 fluctuates, and that's bullshit. This is all the matchups. This is what I was talking about on yesterday's episode, and I was very tempted just to play yesterday's episode again today, but I won't do that to my followers because I love you here at New York Minute Sports, NEWYRKMIN on Instagram. I won't do that to you, but the Yankees just did the same exact thing tonight, and the Yankees didn't show up. The bullpen was dog shit. They didn't work at bats. They didn't work the count. Goddamn, the starting pitcher, Flaherty, I know he does well against the Yankees, but the guy's 8-12 this year on a winning team. The guy's dog shit. They make all these guys that come in for Detroit look like all-stars. It kind of reminded me the playoff series against the Gary Sheffield-led Detroit Tigers when they actually had to bat Alex Rodriguez in the 8th spot, that Joe Torre-led team. That's how bad it got. And the Yankees were listless. I was actually even talking about that today. The Marlins World Series with the Josh Beckett, A.J. Burnett team, which was loaded with studs, and how the Yankees just came out and listless. This is the worst kind of baseball to watch. This feels like you're in quicksand on your couch. This feels like they have no control over the game, like they've completely given up. I would rather lose in extra innings by a run and have my heart broken that way than this bullshit. You know what's so funny? I think the best acquisition that Brian Cashman got at the trade deadline was the right fielder from the White Sox that finished the game tonight, because the Yankees sleptwalked their way through the Bronx and they were completely zombified tonight, and their bullpen looks like they're completely lost. So Slater was our best pitcher tonight. It's funny that Brian Cashman, the best reliever that he got during the trade deadline, is the right fielder from the White Sox. But I digress, because there's really not much more to talk about. If this team shows up in the playoffs, they're donezo, okay? And they better get their shit straight before they go to Boston this weekend, because if they're going to take this product into Boston, they will get swept, and everything that they've done in the last 15 to 20 games will be absolutely erased. And the Yankees better not be scoreboard watching in the dugout on those tablets. Those tablets better not have ESPN on there and the little scoreboard on there, because these guys are playing like they knew that Toronto lost and that Boston lost. The Yankees don't play like that, man. The Yankees have never played like that. That's what I'm talking about, playing not to win and playing not to lose. There's a difference. Being apprehensive, all right? Thinking that Toronto lost and Boston lost tonight. So, yeah, it's just a loss. It's just another game. That's what the Yankees organization thinks. Guys don't get hot. They just get lucky. This organization is completely fist-fucked. And this just shows on the field. The Yankees show up and their chariot turns into a pumpkin, and you know what? They suck us back in all the time, and this is who the Yankees are. It depends on the day. This is the empty-calorie, Jekyll and Hyde New York Yankees, folks. So strap in. I said it last night. Strap into your seats, because this end to the season is going to be unbelievable, because if these Yankees bring this quality of ball, they're going to lose to the Nationals. And just think about ending your season losing to the Baltimore Orioles. Now, let's go to Aaron Boone, Bubbles, Buffoon, Baboon, boop, boop, all aboard the excuse train for Aaron Boone's post-game press conference.
I think is the biggest issue with your bullpen right now.
Yeah, I thought Carlos.
They let up too many runs, you jackass.
Obviously threw the ball well, give us a 6 strong there. Just didn't get much going offensively, and then kind of chipped away there in that inning.
Well, the Yankees have been making history all season long, it seems like, with their 9 home run games, their losing streaks, and now, in first time in Major League Baseball history in the Yankees franchise, that's 9+ runs allowed in back-to-back games, folks. The Yankees are making the wrong kind of history.
Duvall comes in and gets a couple big outs after Mark got the strikeout. And then just obviously got away from us there in the in the 8th when Camilo went back out. So these nights are frustrating, obviously.
I was saying before, you can't blame this on Baboon, but I'm going to blame it on Baboon, because I think, all the players didn't execute. That's not under his control. But what is under his control is not mismanaging the bullpen like a 7-year-old, okay, playing Major League, playing MLB The Show. You have no regularity in your bullpen, man. It changes every night. The lineup changes every night. These guys can't get into a rhythm, and that's the problem when the book meets the gut and the baseball eye meets the computer. And Aaron Boone, man, you should be holding your weight more and thinking you can make baseball decisions, bro, because it seems like it's coming from Brian Cashman, and you're the sacrificial lamb. But if it's coming from you and these are baseball moves, dude, I'm worried about your sanity.
So, but it's that time of year we gotta get over it and get ready for tomorrow. But obviously they've been able to really add on late in some close games.
The blueprint is out on the Yankees. Do you notice that the Detroit Tigers defeated the Yankees the same way that the Blue Jays did, the same way that the LA Dodgers defeated the Yankees earlier this year? The blueprint is out, and just like they said at the end of the regular season, just put it in play against the New York Yankees. They will shoot themselves in the foot, and they will blow it in a big spot. And then that's exactly what's going on. And they're not showing up. And where the fuck is Aaron Judge?
Early.
Last two nights against these Detroit pitchers, why do you feel like your offense hasn't gained much traction?
Yeah, I thought Flaherty was good tonight. I thought he was, I thought he was getting some, calls there at the bottom of the zone, and I thought he did.
You know what? Every time, though, that these guys don't show up and don't work at bats, all of a sudden, yeah, he really had good stuff tonight. No, the Yankees make the other starters look better. That's what it is. And I was thinking this on the couch. Are the Tigers a better team, or do the Yankees just shoot themselves in the foot? And I think the Tigers are a better team. They're more disciplined, and they're pesky, and they're everything the Yankees aren't.
Good job down there. Like he didn't seem to leave much up and out over the plate for us. I thought his command was really good, and his execution was really good. But obviously we just didn't mount much. We gotta create some traffic for ourselves, and that was a challenge for us tonight.
Touched on Carlos. He looked like he was rolling through the first four and then kind of slipped up a bit in the fifth. What'd you see from him in that inning?
Yeah, I mean...
and why is that always with every starting pitcher that we have? It's the only critique that I have about our starting pitching is that they are moving, and they get 6 innings, and they've been doing really well. But they have that one inning where they add 30 pitches. I don't know what the pitching coach is doing, man. They have to address that situation because it's just not Carlos Rodón. Everybody in the Max Fried does the same thing, and then they got to play catch up for the rest of the game, and they're out by the 6th inning. Just think about this starting rotation. If they could go 7, and then we only have to bring 3 clowns in. Do you notice every time there's more people in the box score in the bullpen, there's more runs on the board for the New York Yankees? It's simple mathematics, bro. The more humans you add to the equation, the more you add for failure. Okay? You're not going to add 6 bullpen arms and it's going to succeed. Usually when you look at a box score, it's got about 3 dudes in there. It's got about 4 people in there. It doesn't have 7 or 8 and the right fielder from the White Sox.
Has the walk and then the hit batter. But really thought buckled down good. Glaber put a good at bat on him, but it was a good. So, I mean, you hate going to a guy in that situation, but if you go Cruz, then he's probably down tomorrow. And we've said the most rest between Williams and Bednar. So,
that's why Aaron Boone went to Weaver in the 9th inning, is because that he didn't want to go back to Cruz, and God knows that we didn't want to see Cruz. And I mean, at this point, what do you guys think in the comments below? Do you think that they should just call games? Because when you bring the outfielder in to pitch, it's like you're almost insulting our intelligence. We know game is over. Now we just have to go through the motions. I think they should just call the game. They should have a mercy rule. Let me know what you think in the comments below.
One of those situations where, they put a couple good swings on. They find a hole right out the jump with Perez, rolls one through the right side. And they put a couple good swings on them. But, not a situation, obviously, I like having them in.
Ron, you mentioned coming in behind chasing. Do you think they come in a little bit just feeling they have to make perfect pitches?
I don't know. I mean, maybe there's something to that. But, look, I mean, we can dissect it a little bit. Like, Cruz had a rough outing, where, he lost the strike zone a little bit. And they didn't chase him necessarily. Weave's in a situation where he really shouldn't be in. And then, Leiter, I feel like, it was good to see him get the punch of Carpenter. I thought he made some.
Leiter, since he's been back, since being injured, he has an 8.98 ERA. What is Aaron Boone talking about? All right, I'm done with this. I'm not going to placate this anymore. He's just going to be excuse. New York Yankees are playing like dog shit. They did not show up against Detroit. This is putting a sour taste in my mouth for the last 15 to 20 games. This makes it feel like this is not worth it. The Yankees better on 9/11 tomorrow in Yankee Stadium, better pull this thing out. I don't know what any motivation that they got to pull. I don't know what kind of coffee they got to drink. Wake the fuck up, Yankees. Get out of zombie land. Show up tomorrow and maybe play some baseball, because the Detroit Tigers are making you look stupid right now. They're making you look like a bad fundamental baseball team, and that's exactly what the New York Yankees are right now. Now, I'm going to have my football preview tomorrow for the New York Jets, New York Giants. We got the Jets against the Bills and the Giants against the Cowboys this weekend. That's going to be two great games. And also, we're going to have the Yankees and Red Sox. I'm going to have wall-to-wall coverage. I'm going to be here losing my mind if the Yankees keep playing like this after every single game. So, there you have it, guys. The Yankees better change their ways or they're going to get swept tomorrow. And remember, if you can't be good, be bad, baby. Bye.